Hello! Welcome to Size of the Universe. In this series, we'll learn about some of the better-known stars, their differences to our Sun, and how they would look if they replaced the Sun. Whenever we feel lonely in the universe and look up, our twinkling friends greet us with their colorful lights. Some we know all too well, and some we have never heard of. Harboring numerous mysteries throughout the centuries, our glittering friends are neither calm nor small as they may seem to be. While some are more massive than we can fathom, others may seem small compared to our Sun. Today, we'll take a closer look at one of our mysterious friends, Aldebaran. Aldebaran, partly due to its luminosity and partly because of its position in constellation Taurus, is one of the easiest stars to locate in the night sky. Following the three stars of Orion's belt, in the opposite direction of Sirius, the first bright star you'll encounter is Aldebaran. It is the brightest star in the constellation Taurus. Located 65 light-years away, Aldebaran is cooler than the Sun with a surface temperature of 3,900 Kelvin. But its radius is 44 times the Sun's. Due to this difference in radius, it is 400 times more luminous. It spins slowly, taking 520 days to complete a full rotation. The planetary exploration probe Pioneer 10 is heading in the general direction of the star and should make its closest approach in about 2 million years. Aldebaran has also been the topic of interest in mythology. Here are a few details on the orange giant in ancient times. In ancient Greece, Aldebaran was known by various names, including the Eye of the Bull and the Follower, and was associated with many myths and legends. According to Greek mythology, the constellation Taurus was linked to the god Zeus and his seduction of Europa, the daughter of the king of Tyre. Zeus transformed himself into a bull to carry Europa away to the island of Crete, and Taurus was created in honor of this event. In addition to this mythological association, Aldebaran also played a significant role in ancient Greek astronomy. The Greek astronomer Hipparchus catalogued the star in the 2nd century BCE, and it was later included in Ptolemy's Almagest, a landmark astronomical text that described the motions of the planets and stars. During the Hellenistic period, Aldebaran was considered one of the 4 royal stars of Persia, along with Regulus, Antares, and Fomalhaut. These stars were believed to have special powers and were associated with the 4 seasons, with Aldebaran representing spring. In Greek astrology, Aldebaran was linked to success, wealth, and honor. It was also associated with the zodiac sign Taurus, which is said to represent determination, stability, and sensuality. In conclusion, Aldebaran has played an important role in both ancient Greek mythology and astronomy. Its association with Zeus, Taurus, and the 4 royal stars of Persia, as well as its prominence in Greek astrology, have ensured its enduring legacy. Aldebaran's significance to ancient Egyptians is not well documented. However, we do know that the star played a role in the religious beliefs of other ancient cultures. The ancient Mesopotamians, for example, regarded Aldebaran as the leader of the stars in the constellation of Taurus, and associated it with the god Anu, who was considered the lord of the heavens. They believed that Aldebaran was the point around which all other stars revolved. In Hindu mythology, Aldebaran was known as Rohini, the favorite wife of the god Krishna. She was said to be so beautiful that Krishna was infatuated with her, and the other wives became jealous. As a result, Rohini was forced to live apart from Krishna for a time. Although we don't have any specific references to Aldebaran in ancient Egyptian texts, the star may have been known to the Egyptians as part of their broader astronomical knowledge. The Egyptians were skilled astronomers who studied the stars in order to understand the movements of the gods and the cycles of the Nile River. They used this knowledge to develop a calendar and to align their temples and pyramids with the stars. In particular, the Egyptians were known for their worship of the goddess Hathor, who was associated with the stars and the sky. Hathor was often depicted as a cow or a woman with cow's horns, and was sometimes referred to as the mistress of the horizon. She was believed to be the mother of the sun god Ra, and was associated with fertility, music, and dance. It's possible that Aldebaran played a role in the mythology and worship of Hathor, as it is one of the brightest stars in the constellation of Taurus, which is often associated with bulls and cows. However, we don't have any direct evidence to support this theory. In Chinese astronomy, Aldebaran was known as Gongchen, which means the root of the spirit. It was associated with the element of fire and the direction east. According to Chinese tradition, the star was believed to be the home of the god of war, who was responsible for bringing victory in battle. In the Chinese zodiac, Taurus is represented by the ox, which is a symbol of strength, diligence, and hard work. Those born under the sign of the ox are said to be dependable, patient, and persistent. Aldebaran was also associated with the Chinese constellation known as Red Phoenix. According to legend, the Red Phoenix was a mystical bird that represented the union of yin and yang, and was said to have the power to bring happiness and good fortune. In Chinese mythology, Aldebaran was associated with the goddess Guan, who was the embodiment of compassion and mercy. Guan was often depicted as a woman with many arms and many eyes, and was said to have the power to protect and heal all beings. Aldebaran was also an important navigational aid for ancient Chinese sailors. It was used as a reference point to determine the position of ships at sea, and to guide sailors on their voyages. Turkic mythology is a complex system of beliefs that developed over many centuries and across a wide range of territories. It draws on elements from various religions and cultural traditions, including shamanism, Buddhism, and Islam. In some versions of Turkic mythology, Aldebaran is associated with the goddess Umay, who was the protector of women and children. Umay was often depicted as a beautiful young woman with long hair, and was said to have the power to protect women during childbirth and to heal sick children. Aldebaran was also believed to be the home of the god Tengri, who was the supreme deity in Turkic mythology. Tengri was associated with the sky, and was believed to have created the world and all its creatures. He was often depicted as a white horse, and was said to have the power to control the weather and the movements of the stars. In some Turkic cultures, Aldebaran was also associated with the constellation known as the Seven Lucky Stars. This constellation was believed to bring good luck and prosperity to those who were born under its influence. So, how would Aldebaran look if it replaced the Sun? With its 30.7 million kilometers radius, it looks frighteningly massive from Mercury, just 58 million kilometers away. Viewed from Venus, Aldebaran still looks massive and terrifying. Venus must be scorching now at thousands of degrees, located 108 million kilometers from the star. The situation does not look promising when we get to our beautiful Earth. The radiation emitted from Aldebaran at 150 million kilometers would, sadly, not make life possible on the planet. When we get to Mars, 228 million kilometers away, Aldebaran still has not lost any of its splendor. It looks intent on turning the red planet even redder. Try as we might, even at 778 million kilometers, it does not feel like we are getting away from Aldebaran. Its size towers over even the mighty Jupiter, considering the unfathomable distance. From Saturn, we can finally start feeling like we are putting some distance, as Aldebaran now looks rather small. Then again, we did travel 1.4 billion kilometers to get here. .9 billion kilometers away, from Uranus, Aldebaran now does not seem massive or frightening. Relatively speaking. From the blue gas giant Neptune, however small Aldebaran may seem, it is still noticeably more massive than the tiny Sun, considering the 4.5 billion kilometers distance. Is it a rock? Is it an asteroid? No. It is the ex-planet Pluto. Drifting in cold and solitude, can Aldebaran's light warm our bones from 6 billion kilometers away? Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel. If you liked the video, please remember to press the thumbs up. Until next time, keep looking up.